right.
Welcome, Fit Fanatics, to the Live Fully Academy Facebook Live and also on Instagram and everywhere else, right?
Yes.
With Ashley Ramos. I'm so excited to have you, Ashley. I mean, girl, you look hot. You look great. I'm so freaking proud of you. We're going to tell your
Thank you.
story today. And
Uh-huh.
how the heck are you at the end of the year?
hmm I'm actually doing a lot right now. I'm trying to organize everything that I want to get started and attempt as
Mhm.
far as like fitness goals. I'm really looking at different exercises and habits that I can start to create like a stronger back. And I really want to get a V line this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, just kind of searching and getting myself organized, my vision taking the steps that I need to do it mentally, physically, and emotionally. hmm
I'm so proud of you. And everybody watching,
Thanks.
your internet's going a little in and out, but we can still hear you. So just bear with us and
hmm
keep listening. Ashley, this
Okay.
year you've said
hmm
goodbye to some weight. How much weight have you lost?
Yeah, I lost 22 pounds so far. Yeah, since
22.
August 16th. Yeah, I started with. hmm
In
hmm
August you started, not before when the
Yes.
pandemic started.
Well,
Wow.
before it was more about getting active, but then I really
Yep.
cut into an anti-inflammatory diet lifestyle and really
Mhm.
like focus on my eating and my working out a lot more. So that's when I began losing weight, like at least 1 to 2 pounds every week, and then it just
Mhm.
started going, just knocking
What
off,
was
and
your
it was
aha
great.
moment?
Yeah.
What was the turning point moment that helped you go, okay, enough is enough. I'm changing something?
Um, that aha moment was actually releasing people in my life that were not supportive or just keeping that group of people that are my cheerleaders. And I said I wanted to start something and I went for it. And also was another moment was my cousin. She's in her 50s and she's always doing something for her health and working out, and she doesn't let like age define her, and she challenges
Mhm.
herself, and that made me feel like, hey, when I'm 50 something, that's what I want to continue doing, and I want to have that mindset. And that was more of an aha moment than anything, because you need to find your support system, you need to challenge yourself, and you need to build your own motivation. And that's where I began in August. Yeah. hmm
Ashley, the people that were around you that you said that were not supporting you, what were some of the things
hmm
that they were doing that was unsupportive?
it was just very like, they the people maybe didn't know what they wanted in their life, or they just kind of hated on people that were trying to do better for themselves, or there's always negative, like these negative vibes,
Mhm.
and it was, sometimes you have to take people out for mental health reasons and just to like build more positivity. But if you feel like they're not bringing anything to better yourself or to like build and grow together as friends and stuff, you
Right.
know it wouldn't be helpful, on your journey. So you want to surround yourself with more positive people, more people that are willing to get inspired by you or be inspired together and grow together, and build that personal development over time, and who are going to cheer you on when you're continuing in that journey and just blooming, right?
Yeah, I couldn't agree
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
This has been my journey for the past, 15 to 10 years, and
Yeah.
I've chosen all the people around me, on
Mm,
purpose,
yeah.
and I guess I'm pretty spoiled. I'm gonna call it spoiled, that everybody around me are cheerleaders. Everybody around me is, like, amazing. So I live in this bubble,
Yeah.
Ashley, where I'm like, "Isn't everybody great?" I'm like, "All my
Yeah.
girlfriends, all my guy friends, they're all amazing." Right?
Yeah.
But I gotta give myself kudos because I created that starting
Yeah.
so many years ago, right? And so,
Yeah.
yeah, I get it. I'm at the Z already, but for somebody that's, like, at the A stage and going,
Yeah.
"Man, I'm starting to see it." Like you said,
Yeah.
I'm starting to go, "Hey,
Yes.
this is not I don't like this." What
Yeah,
would you
and
say?
yeah, you kind of get to notice, you're like, because yeah, you think, oh, everybody's cool, everybody's going to do this. Oh, but then you offer the, hey, would you like to go with me on a hike? Would you like to do this with me? And then there's no response, and you question, like, wait, is this just, is their friendship
It goes,
benefiting them with
yeah.
me or vice versa, So it has to be reciprocated. Yeah.
When you would ask them to go on hikes, let's just say, because I want to get really granular here,
Yeah.
would they
Hmm.
just kind of ghost you, or would they also talk down like, I'm not going to do that. That's dumb or whatever. Oh, who's a Saturday? What time? Nah, girl, I'm sleeping in.
I, yeah, I felt like it was more of a excuse based answer. Like maybe they didn't feel they can continue or they can do it, and there was just an excuse all the time, you know? Um, yeah, yeah, just finding excuses for themselves. And if I couldn't
Mhm.
get them out of it, then that's something that for them to do individually. Yeah.
And to choose for themselves. Love that. Okay. Well,
Hmm.
you have been coming
Yeah.
to my 30-day reading challenge. We're reading Atomic
Yeah.
Habits, one of my
Yes.
favorite books. What is one of your takeaways, Ashley, from that book? And if anybody watching, listening hasn't read that book yet, I highly recommend getting it. Audio, get the book. What's your
Hmm.
takeaway, hon?
Well, we like to do the list, and we love charting, and we love doing checklists and making, I think, looking at all of the habits that I did daily and how they overlapped with other things and the habit stacking. I was like, wow, yeah, I really do this unconsciously, and now I'm looking at it and what works and what doesn't. Because then you look at, okay, what is being productive in your habits and what's not being productive. So take away that to take out the bad habits. What I like the most is making it attractive for you to do, right? We talked about building the makeup station so you could feel good about putting your makeup on, putting your workout clothes at eye level so we can make sure that we're looking good and feeling good while we're working out. I have a coffee bar. I bought my Nespresso that I like make it, a cool coffee break for me when I work at home.
Yeah.
But also making things attractive, drinking water by your bed. I sent you a photo. I make my bed and I want it to feel like I'm going to resort, and I want to feel fresh, and I want to feel, like, yes, I love my bed.
Yes.
I love this.
Yes.
I love my life.
Ashley, I love my life. I love that I make my bed too. So
Yes,
like I tuck it in
yes,
just the way somebody
yeah,
would make it if I'm at a resort. I'm like, I could throw my
yeah,
bed together, but I'm gonna make it.
yeah.
Yes. Oh, attractive
But
and
it's
then
also, I love
satisfying. Make that
buying myself flowers. Yeah,
girl.
yeah. I love buying.
I have
I
a
know a lot of
girlfriend.
people are getting plants and flowers. Hmm.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I have a girlfriend that buys herself
Yeah,
flowers
and it's
often
just
and
like
she
it
talks
makes the
about it.
room better. Yeah.
Yeah, and like you're dating yourself.
Yeah.
Like, why do I need somebody or I would like somebody to buy me flowers, but I'm like, "Ugh, girl, I'm right here. I can buy myself flowers and date myself and go, Joanne, I'm going to buy these for you. I
Yeah.
love that. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this is
Yeah.
the end of 2020. We're going into
Yeah.
2021. I know you've started doing a lot of planning and journaling and things of that nature, writing it down. What's your one big
Mhm.
takeaway looking, in the rearview mirror to 2020? What's your one big takeaway from this past year?
Wow. I think that I'm very motivated and self-sufficient enough, and I just like, wow, like I inspired people this year.
Mhm.
I feel like I did what I did for myself. I
Yeah.
started maybe a little bit for others, and
Mhm.
I had to look back and I had to say, you know what? I am inspiring, and I am a role model for people. And I was like, yeah, like I have a lot of good qualities that can help others and heal others. And I hope to do that. And that's what I look back on, and people that are around me who were inspired or wanted to heal together.
That's phenomenal, Ashley. I know I
Mhm.
was talking about this a lot on the lives that I was doing. It's like
Mhm.
when I decided and made the choice to show up for me, then people are invited in. I don't have to pull them. So
Yeah.
you were the invitation this
Yeah.
year for people.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
inspiring me, inspiring I know the girls around that are around you, always talking about you like, "Oh my gosh, Ashley, I just like, wow." And because you did it for you, and I could
Yeah.
feel you could feel the energy, right? When there's people out there pulling you and like telling you what to do, and you were the invitation
Mhm.
because you chose you. I think that's a
Yeah.
really big important takeaway for us to
Yeah.
watch and go, gosh, cool. Let me write that one down for me of what Ashley did. I think
Mhm.
that's
Yeah.
phenomenal. Going into 2021, what is some or one of your like big non-negotiables? If you even have new ones, maybe that have been created right now.
Mhm. I would say, making I guess around people and like one thing that I was like, I could only work out at where I live. I could only work out at this place or this area that I have to get out of. So I started working out with family. I started working out in different areas. So I'm not so in a box. Like I just work out here, but I want like essentially like the world to be my, I guess, gym and be
Playground. Yeah.
open to,
Mhm.
yeah, right? Yeah, and that's
Yes.
what I want to see. Yeah, I want to do more of. But yeah, not to let your environment really like bring you down or oh, this isn't the place for it. No, it is because you're there and you're going to show up.
So
Yeah.
how would you articulate that non-negotiable? I will
I,
not
I think just being open to be active because it's a lifestyle. It's being, the wellness lifestyle to just not have a closed mind. And, there are days like you say we don't feel good to work out or maybe we're not in the mood. But if we turn it around and we're able to do that, we could do it anywhere, which
Mhm.
wouldn't prohibit us to feel like this is not a place to work out or this is not, just kind of like get up, like get moving, get going. You start now, you don't start tomorrow kind of thing. Yeah, maybe that's the
Yes.
mentality is to you can start now. You don't have to start on the first. You can start today and not Monday. Those are
Yeah.
those habits.
Oh, we were just talking about this yesterday. Every
Mhm.
day is the first. Every day. It's
Mm.
December 20, what, 9th? We're like, today's January 1.
Yeah,
It's January 1 right now. You can always
29.
start over.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
oh, okay. When you started your anti inflammatory new lifestyle, what did that look like? What were some of the changes you
Mhm,
made?
mhm. Ooh, well, no carbs, no sugars, no fruit. It was like you're resetting your body, and what happens is you slowly incorporate those things back into your diet. But you eat more fibrous vegetables, more protein. You have to make sure you're eating the right amount of protein based on your weight and your height. But it was mostly, yeah, veggies, lean proteins, taking collagen, taking your multivitamin. Um, I also feel like I got a lot more food that, again, like when you shop at the market, you're shopping on the outside of the market and not in the aisles. So it
Yeah.
helped me focus on purchasing things that were outside of the aisles as opposed to processed things in between, right? So that's
Hmm.
something that I also learned to make my own like energy bars and things like that. So I had to get creative with the amount of food that I was only able to start with eating. Yeah.
Ashley, is there a
Hmm.
certain book or something that you
Yeah.
studied in order to get into this?
Actually helped me a person that does her name is Stacy, and she actually suffered from something that created a lot of inflammatory issues and skin issues, and it's called Hiroshi or I got
Hashimoto's?
I'll send it to you. But
Hashimoto's
her
disease?
Hashimoto's. Yes, she discovered
Mhm.
she had Hashimoto's, and that's what happened. So she built this plan like 12, 15 years ago, and she totally transformed her body, and that's actually the plan that I followed from It's So Stacy. And but the more you learn about what she did, I mean, obviously, I did a little bit more individual work on what I felt
Mhm.
like, what vegetables were better, or what protein was better for me, or so I learned a lot about how to eat again, right? What food affects my body in a good way, and what vegetables like don't sit well with me, and things like that. You know.
Yeah, Hashimoto's disease is in like the immune. No, what is it?
Yeah.
Autoimmune, one of the autoimmune diseases, and a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
us have autoimmune things in our body, and we don't even know it.
Hmm.
We think that that's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have
Yeah.
one of those
Yeah.
Epstein-Barr virus. And yeah, same thing. It's like,
Hmm.
"Oh, something's wrong with me. Something's up." And you can go to a million doctors and nobody can find it. And that's
Yeah.
Hashimoto's, very similar. So if
Yeah.
you're interested, yeah, look that up and look into it. If
Mhm.
you know something's up and you're like, I
Mhm.
know my body, something's not right, and they can't
Mhm.
find it, find a
Yeah.
different doctor. And I like Eastern medicine doctors because they look at different possibilities than a Western, doctor may. And that's how I got mine,
Exactly. Mhm.
and feel so much better. Woo, what a difference. Ashley, what is, one thing,
Yeah.
we're going to wrap this up. What is one thing of a tip or some kind of thing that you would like everybody to know moving forward into 2021 that can help them with their fitness journey?
Mhm. Mhm. I would say what choose things that help you stand out, help you glow, and what are those things? Is what type of workouts, what kind of workout clothes, what kind of music. I love making playlists that motivates me as much, but
Yeah.
create something and do it to make you glow. Like that's what I would say, because that's what I feel.
Woo!
I feel like I'm
I love that.
doing that
Choose things that make you
and
glow. I'm
going in
gonna
that
write that
process
down.
to glow.
Make
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
glow.
Yeah.
Choose. Ooh, love that.
Hmm.
Oh, well, where can everybody find you on Instagram?
Yeah, on Instagram, my handle is Ash Slays Sped, and I could post it too at the bottom. But yeah, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, under Ashley Ramos, and yeah, and connect. I love
Yeah,
talking about this, and I love just sharing ideas, and it's great.
follow her on Instagram, yeah, because then you could feel motivated, just like you said, Ashley, how you
Yeah,
just did this for you and people were watching. People
yeah.
are You are inspiring people and you are the invitation. Woo! I love that. We don't have to pull people and drag them.
No, it's
You
it's
make
again, it's your
choice.
yeah, your choice. Yeah.
Yeah, their choice. And they will be like,
Mhm.
what are you doing, Ashley? Yeah, they ask for help. Ooh,
Yeah.
you were such an inspiration, and we're so happy to have you in the Live Fully Academy and so happy to have you
Yeah.
live here today sharing your story because it has been a full 360 for you. And we can even,
Yeah.
maybe have another interview, another chat one time about that. Thank
Hmm.
you, Ashley, so much. Appreciate you. And, happy New Year. And
Happy New Year.
here's to many more in the future, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
remember to live fully, and we'll see